Okay, so back to here. Basically, my app is not functioning properly, so it is stuck. So that's why I reconnected this session. Okay, so anyway, back to here. Basically, what we need to understand here, nested IMPL is our child class. With the help of this particular interface we created. But how we created this particular interface and the interface we created inside this particular class called nested A. Nested A. Getting the point. Now, but here in our section here, how we are calling the object information. Here we are calling the class here is type here. Getting the point. Inside the class here type, we cannot find this particular method here. Why it cannot find now we can go for the nested A class. So this class section is completed here. Getting the point. This particular method we define inside this particular interface here. This is the scope of this particular interface here. So using this particular class reference here, we cannot find out this particular method here. We cannot find out this particular method. Now we can create this particular method. Nested A AMPL cannot be converted into the nested A. Why it is cannot be converted into the nested A? Because the implementation, this particular implement showing here interface reference here. So what is the last the object information? So that is considered as a type of object here. That is considered as a type of object here. Now we need to understand the implementation having the type called nested if here. Now we need to use this particular first line here. Yeah, we need to work like this. Okay. So what about this particular second error? The second error is showing here cannot find the symbol. Cannot find the symbol here. So what is the symbol here? Something called this particular method is not finding here. So why this particular method is not finding? So because we already identified we are trying to access the outside of this particular scope. This particular method is defined within the scope of this particular interface here. Within the scope of this particular interface. We are trying to access from the outside of the scope here. So without creating an object, we cannot access the particular method information. So that is we identify. Okay, now I'll change the to information. So let me clear the console. Again, I'm trying to compile. Now you can observe the error is clear here. Getting the point. Now interface meant. So which is returning as a true here. So why it is returning as a true? So to understand here, we need to understand this particular expression here. So using this particular ternary operator here, now what we are doing is, just we are checking if the value is less than 0, we are returning false, otherwise we are returning true. It's a simple expression we define here and to return the true or false here. So any questions regarding this particular nested interface? Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to create one more example here. So this example, you need to answer my questions here. So let me create one more test. Here I am trying to work with one example. Probably class called test here. Interface, yes. And the method I am trying to work with to show. So this is, I created one interface. Okay. One more class. So one more class I am trying to work. Here I am trying to work with testing here. public void show. Interface. Now what I want to specify here, show method of interface, and I'm closing. Right. And here I'm having main class. So this is our main class. Right. And here now what I'm trying to do, so you need to answer my question here. So what is our output here? So that's why I'm trying to define all the information inside this particular same class. So testing I'm trying to create. Obj is equals to t and obj dot show. So what is the output here? Whether this particular example is going to successfully compile or we are going to get any error first. And if it is successful, what is our output we are going to get?
Show method of interface.
So it's going to compile everything and we are going to get an output like this particular information. Okay. So is it correct or wrong? So I just want to ask like who is not yet answered. So someone is suggesting, so this particular message we are going to get. Okay. So what you are trying, like we provided output is correct. So with the help of this, we are going to get this particular message here. Okay. So anyway, so back to here. Now I want to work with instead of public here, I want to check with the protected here. So now I change public to protected. So same thing, like I'm not changing the code here. The code, everything is same. So what about this? Now, what is your expected answer here? So now also the same output we are going to get. So basically the protected access pointer we already identified here in the previous example. So only one time is going to have the restriction. So this particular object, cutting the point, this particular object we are going to create as a child class. As a child class. So then only we are going to have a restriction here. But in this case, we don't have any restrictions here. we don't have any restrictions here, so we can work with the same example. We are going to get an output same here. Okay, so to understand here, now what we need to do, we need to change here. And I want to save these many classes here. To change, what I need to do? Nested IN1. So this is nested A1. Okay, here I want to work with the testing here. And this section, we can move into this particular interface main. Okay, so back to here, I'm trying to remove these lines of code. Now, using this particular same class, I'm compiling and I'm executing. So we are getting 2. So this is wrong. I did not save here. Compile one more time. Okay, sorry. So the test is not finding here. Test is not our object here. Basically, this is our object here. Okay. So by seeing this particular errors, we need to understand here. So where we're having this particular errors here. Now you can see the errors are resolved here. And interface main, show method of interface. When we're trying to work with the protected also, we are getting a same here. And here, so the interface can be declared inside the another interface also. Right. So observe here now what we are doing here. So this is important here. So to understand here, again we need to work with one more example here. So these are the nested interface example we are discussing here. And interface call nested IN. Okay. So inside this, now what I'm trying to do, I'm defining one more interface. Interface, so we can work with S. Right. So the base interface is very important here. And inside this, the same method I'm trying to work with something called show method. And I'm closing. And finally, I'm closing this particular nested in interface. Right. And what we can do, we can go for the one more class. Public class IN. Nested IN is an interface. And what we are doing here, we are trying to create our implementation class. But here, now what we can do, with the help of this particular nested IN, because nested IN is our base interface. So with the help of this particular base interface, we are accessing one more interface called S interface. So that from the S interface, we are implementing into this particular nested IN interface. And after this, what we can do? We can override the method called show method here. Getting the point. System.out.println. Inside nested IN IMPL method. Right. So this method we overridden. So finally, I want to save this particular class also. The nested IN MPL also we saved here, and we provided one interface, and internally we are creating one more interface here. So back to here, again we can go for this particular main class here. We can create this particular main class here. So from the main class, we are trying to access this particular the newly created object. Right. So y dot show method. Now let me compile one more time, and it is compiled successfully. So inside the nested IN IMPL method. Right. So this is a while. So we can work with. We can define the interface inside the one more interface. Getting the point. We can define the interface within the one more interface. So these are about the nested interfaces here. Any questions here regarding this particular nested interface examples? Okay. So we don't have. Now I want to check with the one example. If you remember, so previously we checked with the one example called stack related example. So let me open this particular stack related example. Here we created one stack example here. Now you can see inside this particular stack we are creating two variables, one constructor and one method to find out the length of this particular stack, and we are having push method and pop method. Right. So this particular push method and pop method, now what we are doing here, we are going to work with so interface style. How we can work with the same example with the help of interface style here. Now you can observe here we are having interface called interstack. Getting the point. The name of the interface I am defining as a interstack here. And after this, now what I want to do, I want to define one push method here. The push method is expecting item value. Right. One more we are having pop method. This particular pop method is trying to return some value, something called int. Getting the point. So this is our interface, and we are defining two methods here. So first method is trying to insert the data, and the second method is trying to load the data. So this is all about the interstack interface, and let me save this particular interface as a interstack. After this, now what I want to do, I want to implement this particular interstack. Class here fixes stack. Implements here interstack here. Getting the point. So now what we are doing here, with the help of this particular interstack, we are trying to implement the int stack here. And after this, what I'm trying to write here, now you can observe. So provide int stack. Getting the point. So I'm trying to work with the integer array. And so one more variable we need to define. What is one more variable here? Something called TYS. One more variable called TYS. The same to be already identified in the previous example here. And let me create a constructor here. Fixed stack constructor I'm trying to create here. Here I want to provide the size. The size here, what is the size I'm providing here? The size I'm providing for the array type here. So whatever the integer array we are having, the integer array type I'm providing here. And here stck is equals to new integer array. Here I want to specify the size. So observe how I am trying to create a integer array. Getting the point. So here we created the reference here, and with the help of this particular new, we are creating this particular int array. We are creating int array here. Getting the point. So after this, now what we can do? We can provide the TOS variable as a -1. The same thing like what we used in the previous example, I'm trying to work. But only the difference is, so how we can work with the interface here. Using this particular interface, how we are trying to implement this particular functionality here. Okay. And let me copy this particular push method. Okay, so copying we can define here. Public void push method int item. Right, the push method is taking one parameter as a item here. Now we need to check here TOS equals to stock dot length. Stock dot carrying the point stock dot length -1. Now we are checking the length of this particular variable if it is equals. Now what I will do? So simply we'll print some message here. Stock is full. Otherwise, with the help of this particular int array, we try to insert the item value. Getting the point. So this is the behavior of this particular push method. And one more method we are having pop method here. So what it will do, we need to check the one more condition. TOS equals to. So here not equals, less than we need to make the condition. If it is a less than 0, now what we can do? We can define some message here. Stack is underflow and return 0. So else I want to return here. And here TOS minus. So this section already we discussed in our previous class here. So this particular internal logic we already identified here. Only what we need to understand here. So how we are going to define the two methods in our interface. So with the help of this particular two methods, how we are trying to access the with the implementation class. So this is we need to understand here. But basically, in the real-time scenarios also, we'll try to create a multiple interfaces and we'll create a implementation classes and we'll override each method here. Now these methods are overridden. Getting the point. These methods are overriding from this particular interface here called int stack here. Okay, now we created, these are the objects here. Let me go for the main class here. And so public start is void main, and internally we need to create a constructor here. So to create a constructor here, now what I'm doing here, so fix stack one is equals to stack. For first one, I want to provide as a 5, and I'm trying to create a two constructors here, sorry, two objects here, and here 8 here. So two objects I'm creating here. Right. So with the help of this particular two objects here, now what I'm doing here, I'm trying to work with the insertion operation here. So we are going to call
the object name stack2.
Yeah. So using this particular loop, we are trying to insert the data into the stack internally. What we are going to create with the help of this particular constructor. Okay. So let me create this particular loop here. Int I is equals to 0 and I less than 5. So what is the size we are creating? Based on the size only, I'm making the condition. I'm making the condition. Start dot push. I'm trying to insert the I value here. And one more. So stack 2. Sorry. Okay. Here I'm making. So another loop here to insert the data into this particular push. And so we can check with the pop method here. Getting the point. So to check with this particular pop method, again we need to work with the loop concepts here because we are trying to insert the multiple values here. And pop method system.out.println. Right. This is for stack 1, and we can work with one more method for stack 2. And the condition we need to change as a 8. Getting the point. So these are the two objects, insertion and loading an object here. Let me create a stack test here, and before going to run, we need to check all the objects are saved or not. Yes, all the objects are saved here. So Java say stack test.java. It is compiled successfully. Now you can observe these are the values we are getting here. Now you can observe 43120. Let me make some space between println. Otherwise, what we can do, we can go for the print method. Compile and execute here. Observe carefully. So this is for first stack object, and this is for second stack object here. Getting the point. Now, if you want to make some space so that we can easily understand what are the values with some space here. This is all about the two objects here. Right? Now, we implemented the interface section. So anyone having any questions regarding this particular interface section? Okay. So tomorrow we are going to discuss variable in the interface. So variables, we're having small concepts here. So basically, whatever the variable we are going to define in the interface, so those are public and final here. We can initialize only one time. We can reuse multiple times here. Okay. So we'll see the simple example on the variables. Once the variable concept is completed, we'll moving into exception handling here. Getting the point. Exception handling. So one important concept we are discussing. Basically, in the real-time examples also, so we'll create multiple exceptions here as a custom exceptions here. So how we can create a custom exception, we can see in our tomorrow class here. And let me know if you are having any questions regarding our today sessions. So before going to conclude our today class here. Okay. So if we don't have anything, we'll continue tomorrow.